All right, mic check, mic check. We in the building. What's up? My name is Johnny, and this is live with Johnny. Ooh, that water was good. Y'all hear that? And we are in the warehouse once again. We got a show for y'all tonight, and it's gonna be decent. So I'm gonna jump it off. Go ahead and get started in it. Give it a few more seconds for it to get rolling. How's everybody doing out there tonight? We good? Decent. We on 3 different platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitch. So make sure y'all tap in. We got some shit to talk about. Hair looking decent. All right, so just making sure that we on here. Sometimes it's a delay in when we actually get on, and then Facebook has to tell algorithms, or my social media sites have to tell. Making sure that we on here. Sometimes sounds good. Have to tell my listeners, like, yo, he's on, and it takes a while for them to tap and let everybody know. So that's why it's always important to kind of like just don't go into it unless you're just in a hurry or whatever like that. You want to give people time to get here if you have a crowd at all. So anyway, so what we're going to talk about today is Obama. We're going to talk about Obama today. Turn this microphone down because for years, Black people have been like, well, Obama didn't do nothing for us, and that's why we don't like Obama. I'm finna fuck y'all head up because people didn't vote for Kamala Harris because they felt like Obama didn't do nothing for us. Right? Am I right or wrong? So I'm gonna lay it out for you. Exactly how we fucked up. Okay? I'm gonna lay it out for you. Especially if you base your decision not to vote for another Black person on simply the fact that Obama, you felt like Obama didn't do nothing for you, then you fucked yourself. You shot yourself in the foot, and everybody else with you. And I'm gonna tell you how. Because you see now, if Obama would have did anything specifically for Black people, I mean something specifically. Let me give an example. Obama would have said, okay, Black people weren't able to own yachts, so now I'm gonna make it easier for Black people. I'm just saying because obviously it's a unproportionate amount of white people who own yachts to Black people, more than likely. So he say, well, we haven't had our fair share of yachts, so I'm gonna make a law that all Black people have access to, a yacht of their choice or whatever like that. And you see, as soon as Republicans got in, and especially what they're doing right now, trying to sue for everything they felt was discriminative of them. If they felt like the government was discriminating, they suing Joe Biden era because they felt like Joe Biden. I'm talking about billions of dollars of our money. A couple of not 1 billion, a couple of $1 billion. You might as well say 2 billion. He says it's 1,700 to so you think 1 billion. No, this dude just got $2 billion from us, taxpayers, for discrimination. You can't play that game with them. They gonna always be 2 steps ahead of us. And Obama being smart A smart black man president understood that my actions, what I do right now, are gonna have consequences for y'all niggas down the road. If I fuck up right now and do some dumb shit, even though y'all don't realize what I'm doing, y'all gonna pay for that shit down the road. So I'm protecting y'all, because if you're a president, you got to be a president for everybody. Everybody voted for you, not just black people. We can't be selfish and think, okay, so this is what we should do. I'm gonna take it down a little bit. I'm gonna take it down because I'm never get my point across. What we should have did is continued getting black people presidents in there, like Kamala, and then somebody else after her, and then they could slowly start rolling stuff out. But this is the first black president. Like, they on his ass already. They don't like him. They wasn't finna try to pass nothing. None of his ideas made sense to them as a black man, probably. I mean, 9 times out of 10. None of his ideas made sense to him. You want to do what with black people? You what? These people, you can't change their minds and hearts overnight. They don't want to give money, the government directly from the government to you. They want to make the government to where it's small. Like you can't. Conservative means that they don't want to spend the money. I'm conservative. I want to be conservative with my money. The money that I have, I'm skeptical. You know, I don't want to spend it on the people. That's basically how they feel. They don't want to spend it on the people. So we just basically gave away our opportunity to have, and really, you see, democracy is going out the door. They trying to roll back rights for us. Like the stuff that people fought, and that's what kills me. It's the stuff that people fought for and died. And now we going back to the same thing that people already gave their bodies up for us and their lives for us. Like, we shouldn't have to go through this again, but here it is. We're gonna have to go through some of the same stuff. And like I said, we are a generation right now to where we are not built for this. You always hear people say, man, I would never pick cotton. I would never do to be my ancestors. But there's a reason why they chose this generation to try to bring like Jim Crow back and stuff like that. There's a reason, because this generation is not going to fight like the generation before. That's just my opinion, because we so caught up on TikTok. We even though we got this powerful tool, we never going to be able to use it to organize. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't seem like. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. Maybe I'm not gonna say never say never. But right now, we're not using it. Like we all I see is like fights and violence and stuff like that. We use to promote those type of things, and those type of things are not going to elevate us to that next level. It's just not. And our kids are the ones that's gonna deal with the consequences. Us and our kids. But yeah. There's no way that Obama could have did something specifically for black people. That's discrimination. And that's their whole thing right now. They're going back trying to figure out everything they can that looks like discrimination. What y'all don't understand is that lawsuit that he just did for $2 billion. And you got white people out here who was making a lot of money, but hurting right now. The first thing they thinking right now is, who can I sue? And that's what Trump is telling them, is like, if you felt like you were discriminated against, right now is the time to sue. We're gonna approve everything. You finna start seeing lawsuits everywhere. They're giving them the red light. Go and sue these people. So y'all need to see it for what it is. Like, nah, we can't expect that out of even 8 years. So what? He's 8 years for everybody, white, black. That's what the administration now is supposed to be. They're supposed to be for everybody, but they not. They funding for a small percentage of people, like 30% of America, and that's not a way to govern a country. What is America? America's number one line is united we stand, divided we fall. So you take it how you want. I'm out, y'all. My name is Johnny Johnny.